Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel where I'm trying to grow. Currently I'm inside of a driver's lounge at work while I'm waiting to be loaded. At this place takes like 4 to 5 hours, so I have enough time to talk. I'm talking a little bit low because I'm in here and the office is right there. There's people in there. There might be people walking in and out. Might see people walking past me to go to the restroom right there. But gotta do what I gotta do because I'm always working. But yeah, so a lot of things happened these past 5 days since I made my last video. I wrote them down in bullet points, so you might see me looking down a lot at it. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting smarter. I feel like I'm handling stress a lot better. I'm pinpointing the actual root causes of problems now, and because I'm not like so focused on just playing video games or other stuff like substances, I'm just on it all the time now, and I'm not stressed, and I'm happy to do it. It makes me feel good now. But first thing I want to talk about is last week on Thursday, I went to a prison to deliver, and they had checked my ID and they checked my credentials to see if I was allowed to go inside, and they came back out to me and told me that my license was suspended, which it shouldn't have been, so I had to figure that out, but because it was suspended, I wasn't allowed to go in the prison, and I wasn't allowed to deliver. In the past, something such as that would have basically crippled me. I would have felt like just destroyed, basically. Like, I wouldn't get up and do anything about it. I wouldn't call any numbers. I wouldn't figure it out. I would just go home and play video games and forget about it, and probably still drive, which I shouldn't do. But immediately I called child support, which is what it was, and I talked to them. The situation was just I wasn't notified that it was about to be suspended because I had moved, and they probably only sent a letter in the mail. So I spoke to them. This is also me being really good at communicating. I spoke to them, and I had told them the situation. I told them that I can't pay child support unless I'm working, and my license is my work because I'm a Class A truck driver. So they told me they'd call me back about an hour later so they could speak to their supervisor. They called me and told me everything got approved and granted. I felt really good that that happened, and I had my license back. I could keep working, and I could keep taking care of what I gotta take care of. So that's a part of growth in me. Like, I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to handle business anymore. I'm not afraid to make phone calls when I need to make phone calls now. What the heck was I gonna say? Alright, let's just forget that, so I'm not stuck doing that. But yeah, so I have my license now. There was another day where there were some moments where I had to communicate with basically strangers. There was a guy in a truck who was in the door that I was supposed to go in that they assigned to me. I asked him if he was going to move. He said he was waiting there for an hour. He seemed pretty stressed out, and I told him, like, I'm not trying to start any problems. They just assigned me that door. Would you mind moving to the next one over? He said no. He was gonna go talk to them, and I said I don't want any problems. Just asking. I got places to go. I got appointments to make. Of course he does too, because he's a truck driver also. So I simply asked him, can you please move your truck backwards so that I could fit in the next door next to you because it's a really tight space and it's a little difficult to get to. So with that, we compromised. So I felt I did pretty good with communication in that. Later the same day, I went to a drop off and I talked to the man I was supposed to check in with, so he could assign me a door. I only had one pallet in the trailer, and he had told me that it wasn't gonna get out for about 30 to 40 minutes because the forklift driver was on lunch. And I basically told him, like, it's Friday, I want to get home to my kids, it's about 3 or 4 hours away. I would like to, like, can you just get it out real quick and get me out of here? And he said, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And me, I was a little bit stressed about it, but, like, it is what it is. And I said, all right, I'll just practice patience then. So went outside, I busted out some push-ups, did what I had to do, and yeah, so that was a good handle of communication and conversation I did. And afterwards, a guy came out and he told me that the pallet had fallen and they had to pick it up. He sounded real stressed. I just took accountability. I told him I'm sorry I didn't notice. I would have picked it up if I actually did go in there and see it. And I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And so instead of reacting to somebody speaking to me very irritatingly, like he was angry, I just took my own accountability and apologized, and we had a conversation, like kind of decently long one. I was holding my power and discipline book, and he was looking at it, and we started conversating after that. He was telling me I was a good guy, and I'm doing well, I got a nice job, and I'm not on drugs, and so I told him, like, I still got a lot of work to do, I have a lot of growth to do, I have a lot of learning to do, so that's what I'm doing. But so yeah, that happened for good communication. The next thing is about breaking bad habits. I've been talking about how I have this one habit that kind of just, I felt, holds me back in a lot of different areas of my life. There's something that a lot of people go through, I'm sure. Basically, substances. We come home, we wanna drink alcohol, we wanna smoke, we wanna just do whatever to feel like we're taking the edge off or winding down. And so I had one of those that I would basically just come home after work and I would go to that substance, feel like I would wind down and spend time with my family, whatever. And we ran out of money and the substance that I would use to relax. And it was about 2 to 3 days we didn't have it, and I was noticing, this is another breakthrough I had, I was noticing that I was feeling like I needed it just to be okay with my family, just to be happy, just to do the things I gotta do. And I didn't like feeling like I needed something to be that way. So I made the choice to not do it anymore, ever again. I know there's such thing as relapsing, going back to bad habits and stuff, but practicing discipline, I'm practicing restraint. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that anymore, and it gives me a great opportunity to be able to take care of myself better in the evenings, have a good night routine going, eat decent food, clean up the house, or just tidy up before going to bed for the next day, get my clothes ready, brush my teeth, just shower, whatever I gotta do. And yeah, so I haven't been I haven't been using that substance for a while. I'm now, for a while, being 5 days. It was basically after I made the last video, and I just feel so much better now. Like, I'm so glad that I made that choice. I'm very happy that I'm very happy that I felt that stress. I'm happy I went through that. I'm happy I thought about it. I'm happy I made the choice to cut it out of my life. That way it could be better. And now I really can focus on trying to get at least 7 hours of sleep, which is what I've been doing, because I want my night routine to be on point also. So that's been the past 2 nights. I've been trying to get 7 hours of sleep. Today I feel really good. My night routine has been just reading. I try not to have a screen in front of my face an hour before bed now. So I'll read, I'll brush my teeth. I tossed flossing in there. Like, I know a lot of people don't floss every day, but I'm practicing being disciplined. I'm practicing good habits, and I know flossing is the best thing you can do for your teeth daily. So just freaking smack that in my Finch app, my life goals app, and just make sure it gets done every single day. It's gonna get natural. I'm just gonna keep doing it all the time. It's gonna be normal. So I never mentioned this, but I do have children from my past relationship. There's a lot of stuff that happened in my life, and I just haven't been around them much. But now I'm trying to really connect. They have phones. They're 8 and 9 years old right now, and so I text them every morning now, starting like 2 days ago. I also put that in my app as a goal, to text them every morning. Good morning, I love you, I hope you have a great day. They don't respond all the time, which is okay. I did have them last Saturday go swimming at the apartments I live in, so I am spending time with them, but I don't expect them to respond. I see it just like I see all this other stuff I'm doing. It's not gonna click. It's not gonna click until I consistently do it often. So I'm building my relationship with my children again, and I'll be able to be an influence in their lives, because I know they're gonna need it. I know they're gonna need it. So that's going on too. So yeah, that's good. My morning routine, I changed it. I do take cold showers still. I love the cold showers. Like it's so hard to get in there, but it feels so good after I get out. Today was the first day I felt comfortable in the cold shower. I just hopped in it and I felt fine. Just washed my body and got out. Probably in there for like 5 minutes, and I felt great. Now I'm trying to have my hair done every single day too, putting that in my morning routine. Probably want to get a little bit of fitness in my morning routine too, which I don't really do yet, but it's on my mind. So yeah, that's the morning routine. I finished reading The Power of Discipline yesterday, and that book is really good. It has a lot of information. I feel like it taught me a lot. It's not just about discipline, it's about the things that keep you away from being disciplined and how to go about it. There's the 40-60 rule, which I use with my workouts. Your brain starts telling you you're feeling pain when it's at 40% threshold, basically. And which means while you're working on that, you still have 60% pain that you can endure. And so I use that in my workouts. When I start feeling pain, I understand that I can take more, so I can push myself more. Um, so, so there's a lot of good stuff in the discipline book. There's meditations you can use to start controlling your thinking. There's there's one in it that I didn't even know about that I thought was really nice. You basically hold your thumb with one hand, and then you put it against your stomach, and then you walk in circles while you're deep breathing. But every step is slow with your deep breathing in, one step, and then when you breathe out, it's a slow step also. And that's supposed to tell you that you can control your actions while you're feeling. Some more stuff. One last thing I like to talk about that's been worked on is my daughter's nanny. She is talking about money, and she wants more money. And with my situation, it's hard for me to give her more money, and it makes me feel a little stressed. But the root of the problem isn't that she wants more money. The root of the problem is that I need to make more money. So I have to figure out more ways that I can make even more money that I'm already making. I already have a few ideas. One of them is taking longer trips with my work so that I can shell out a bit more, but that means I can't go home every night. I have to stay out overnight at least 1 or 2 nights, which gives me less time with my family. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna have to talk to my significant other about it, see what she has to say, and see how she can help with it. But yeah, so I'm gonna start working on that, figuring that out, and life's just gonna keep getting better. We're not gonna stay here. We're not gonna stay in this space. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep pushing. And I'll conclude this video with that. And because there's so much, I might start having to make 2 videos a week. I might start making some shorts so I can put information that can be used by you guys while I'm growing. You guys can use it while you're growing too. And with that, I'll call it. You guys have a great day. I love you. Stay disciplined.